Welcome back, Glory Babes, to another episode of Glamour and Glory. I'm Sage, if this is your first time here, and over here, I just retell Bible stories in my own quirky little way, get you a little interested in them, while I practice doing my makeup at the same time. So you will see this look today. Disclaimer, I kind of forgot to start recording because I was trying to do a TikTok and this at the same time. So you're gonna miss me, just barely doing anything, okay? So don't worry, but I didn't start right in the beginning. So anyways, I hope you enjoy this look. I hope you enjoy this story, and I cannot wait to see you all in the next one. Bye. Remember to like and subscribe, you guys. It really, really helps me out if you leave some comments below. But definitely, if you like, it really, really helps me out, okay? Bye. All right, y'all. So now we are on Exodus 17, verse 1. And the whole community is leaving the wilderness of sin now. And this is at the Lord's command, obviously. And they eventually camped at Rephidim. I think that's how you pronounce that. And there was no water there for the people to drink. And so they're complaining again, like, give us water to drink. And Moses is like, be quiet. Why are you complaining against me? And why are you testing the Lord? But they really didn't care about none of that because they were just thirsty. They was like, why did you even bring us out of Egypt in the first place? If you was going to kill us and our kids and our livestock from thirst, like, what's you thinking? We could have just died back in Egypt, okay? We was doing bad all by ourselves. And so Moses calls out to the Lord. He's like, what should I do with these people? They are ready to stone me. All right, this is verse 5. The Lord says to Moses, walk out in front of the people. Take your staff, the one you used to struck the Nile with, and call some of the elders of Israel to join you. I will stand before you on the rock of Mount Sinai. Strike the rock, and the water will come gushing out. Then the people will be able to drink it. And so Moses did as he was told, as the elders looked on, and the water gushed out. And so Moses named the place Massa, which means test, and Meribah, which means arguing, because the people of Israel argued with Moses and they tested the Lord by saying, is this Lord here with us or not? I feel a no. Because have you ever been in that situation where you're like, God, where are you? Like, I'm doing everything. I'm praying. I'm fasting. I'm doing all the things. I'm turning my cheek. I'm doing all the things you said. And I still lost the house. I still lost the marriage. I still didn't get the job. I still lost my kid. Where are you? Like, do you not see my life is falling apart? Like, do you not see? I'm homeless now, Lord. Like, do you not see? Oh my God. I remember when me and my ex, we were digging in trash cans, and I'm sitting here trying to take this major company to court for the unemployment that I earned because they wrongfully terminated me. Racist. It was just a whole bunch of crap. And I'm just sitting there like, Lord, like, what is this? And then my ex had his whole mental stuff. So I was dealing with that. He literally, it was just this whole thing. So I completely feel them. But you only question the Lord when you're not close to him. And I was not, in the Bible like I supposed to have been. And that did come a little bit later. That's how I feel I got out of that situation, was I went back to Jesus. But yeah, okay, let's move on. And I just want to take this time to apologize if there is feedback and it's sounding funky with this voiceover, because I am not recording in the place that I normally do, but I want to get this up since today is Wednesday. Okay, and so while the people of Israel were still at Rephidim, it's with an M. I think I said with an N earlier, but it's an M. The warriors of Amalek attacked them while they sitting here in the wilderness. Look at this. First, they was going through it, okay? And so Moses was like, he told Joshua, oh, you got to choose some men, go out and fight the army of Amalek for us tomorrow, okay? I will go to the top of a hill. I'll hold the staff of God out to help y'all win this. But we need to fight them. So Joshua did as he was told. And the next day he went and he fought the Amalekites. He went out and fought them. And Moses Moses, Aaron, and Moses, Aaron, and her climbed up a nearby hill, and Moses was holding his hands out. And so whenever he had his hands up, the Israelites would be winning. But when he got tired, he was putting his hands down, the Amalekites ended up getting the upper hand. And so Moses had to keep his hands up, but soon, he old and stuff, so his hands started getting tired. So Aaron and her got him a rock to sit on, and then Aaron stood on one side and her stood on the other side, and they held his hand steady until sunset. And so as a result, Joshua and whoever he chose overwhelmed the army of Amalek, the Amalekites, and they won. And so after the victory, this is verse 14, the Lord instructed Moses, "Write this down on a scroll as a permanent reminder and read it aloud to Joshua. I will erase the memory of Amalek from under heaven." And I'm going to stop there real quick because that is so powerful. That is so powerful, that one little sentence. And this is why he said read it aloud to Joshua, because Joshua was traumatized. He was traumatized after facing that battle. Can you imagine the deaths that he's seen? All that stuff, all that he had to go through, all that hurt, because it was a battle. War is not easy. And they didn't have that many people up there fighting. It was Joshua. He had to choose a couple people to go fight them. And the Lord told him, read this aloud to Joshua. I will erase those memories. I will erase their memory, and I will heal your trauma. You just got to stick to the Lord. And so Moses also built an altar there, and he named it Yahweh Nisa, which means the Lord is my banner. And he said, they have raised their fist against the Lord's throne. So now the Lord will be at war with the Amalek generation after generation, So that is deep. And now we are on Exodus 18, y'all. Okay, and so now we're on chapter 18. And so Jethro is Moses's father-in-law. I guess sometimes earlier, probably when they were headed out to the wilderness, when they were escaping Egypt, Moses's father-in-law, Jethro, heard about all of the good stuff that God had did for them and how God had helped them escape, he rescued them from Egypt. So now he's headed to the wilderness to meet Moses with Moses's wife Zipporah, which is his daughter, and their 2 children. And so Moses's first child, if you don't remember, his name was Gershom, because he was a foreigner in a foreign land. And so his second son's name was Eliezer. It sounds better when the app says it than when I say it, but it's a pretty cool name. And so he gave him that name because he said, the God of my ancestors was my helper. He rescued me from the sword of Pharaoh. And so Jethro came to meet Moses. And so when he was close, he sent word to a message to Moses saying, "Hi, I'm coming to see you with your wife and your 2 sons." And so Moses gets the message, and he goes out to meet his father-in-law. And he bows low, they do their greetings and all this stuff. And so Moses, Jethro, we'll just call him Jethro, he told him everything that happened. Moses was telling his father-in-law Jethro everything that happened, and he told him about the hardships that they were experiencing, just catching up pretty much. And so Jethro says, "Praise the Lord, for he has rescued you from the Egyptians and from Pharaoh." Yes, he has rescued Israel from the powerful hand of Egypt. "I know now that the Lord is greater than all the other gods, because he rescued his people from the oppression of the Egyptians." And so Jethro had brought he brought a burnt offering and some sacrifices to God. And so Aaron and all the other Israel elders came out, and they joined him in a sacrificial meal in God's presence, which is really, really cool. And so the next day, Moses took a seat to hear people's disputes and stuff. And Jethro was just looking at him doing all this taxing work, pretty much driving himself crazy trying to help all these people. And so evening arises, And Jethro is just looking like he been doing this all day long. So he finally goes up to him and he's like, what are you really accomplishing here? Why are you trying to do this all alone while everyone stands around you from morning till evening? And then Moses is like, well, because the people come to me to get a ruling from God. When a dispute arises, they come to me, and I'm the one who settles the case between the quarreling parties. I inform the people of God's decrees, and I give them his instructions. And Jethro was just looking like, this is not good. You're going to wear yourself out, and the people too, okay? This job is too heavy of a burden for you to handle all by yourself. Now listen to me, and let me give you a word of advice, and may God be with you. You should continue to be the people's representative before God. Bring in their disputes to him, teach them God's decrees, and give them his instructions, okay? Keep doing that. Show them how to conduct their lives, but you need to select some people, some of the people who are capable, honest men who fear God and hate bribes. Appoint them as leaders over groups of 1,150 and 10. They should always be available to solve the common people's problems and disputes. But have them bring you the major cases. Let the leaders decide the smaller matters themselves. They will help you carry the load, making the task easier for you. If you follow this advice, and if God commands you to do so, then you will be able to endure the pressures, and all the people will go home in peace. Beautiful, beautiful advice. Because remember, Jethro is a priest, so he knows how to handle large groups of people. You know, he knows how to run a church. So he knows, like, he's like, dude, you can't do everything by yourself. Appoint some people. Beautiful advice. And God obviously agreed because, you know, Moses listened to his father-in-law's advice and his suggestions. And he chose the capable people over groups of 1,150 and 10. He chose the people that he was going to do for that. And so that was great, you know, great advice. And so they took care of the smaller matters. And then soon after, Jethro went back home, basically. He left his daughter and grandchildren to go back home to be his priest in Midian, where he's from. Okay, and so now it's been exactly 2 months since they left Egypt. The Israelites left Egypt, and they arrived in the wilderness of Sinai after breaking down the camp at Rephidim. Now, I have to go back and check, but see, they're literally walking in circles because I swear they've already been at Sinai, okay? But anyways, Moses climbed to the top of that mountain to appear before God, and the Lord says to him, give these instructions to the family of Jacob. Announce it to the descendants of Israel. You have seen what I did to the Egyptians. You know how I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now, if you will obey me and keep my covenant, you will be my own special treasure from among all the people on earth. For all the earth belongs to me, and you will be my kingdom of priests, my holy nation. This is the message you must give to the people of Israel. And so Moses he goes back and tells them, and they're all like, we will do everything the Lord has commanded. And so Moses went back, he told the Lord what the people said. And so the Lord is like, I will come to you in a thick cloud, Moses, so the people themselves can hear me when I speak with you. Then they will always trust you. And so Moses told the Lord, you know, he told the Lord what the people said. And then the Lord is like, okay, go down and prepare the people for my arrival. Consecrate them today and tomorrow. Have them wash all their clothes. Be sure they are ready on the third day. For on that day, the Lord will come down on Mount Sinai as all the people watch. Mark off a boundary all around the mountain. Warn the people. Be careful. Do not go up on the mountain or even touch its boundaries. Anyone who touches the mountain will certainly be put to death. No hand may touch the person or animal. No hand may touch the person or animal that crosses the boundary. Instead, stone them or shoot them with arrows. they must be put to death. However, when the ram's horn sounds a long blast, then the people may go up on the mountain. So God was like, I am not playing with these people, okay? You better make sure they know that if they dare try to go against what I'm telling them, it's certain death. It's certain death. I'm not playing. Either y'all gonna kill them or I'm gonna kill them, but it's certain death, okay? And so Moses went down, and that's what he told the people. You know, he had them wash their clothes and just do everything that the Lord said. And he said, get ready for the third day, and until then, even abstain from having sex. So they fasting from sex, okay? Do not defile your body, all right? Even if you marry, don't you do it. And so on the morning of the third day, the thunder roared and lightning flashed, and this huge dense cloud came down the mountain, and they were like this long blast from the ram's horn, and all the people trembled. So Moses brought them out of the camp to meet with God, and they stood at the foot of the mountain, and the whole mountain was covered with smoke because the Lord came down as fire over the whole mountain. So the whole mountain was covered in dark smoke. I actually think the burn mark is still there, or that's what they call it. And so, yeah, this is the mountain here. And the peak of this mountain is actually significantly darker than the rest of the mountain. It's not shade. And so the whole mountain was covered with that smoke, and it shook violently. And, you know, as the blast from the ram's horn grew louder and louder, Moses spoke to God, and God thundered his reply. And so the Lord came down, and he told Moses to climb the mountain. So he did. Okay, y'all. And so we're actually going to stop there. We're at Exodus 19, verse 21 on the next one. Because I'm running out of time for the video. But yes, I really hope you guys enjoyed this story. I can't wait to see y'all all in the next one. Please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Share this video with people who are struggling to read the Bible, and let's do this together. Let's grow the community. And yeah, just remember to like, subscribe, follow me on other social medias, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Bye.